Jerry Shepard. I live in Greeley. But a couple of things that we should include in the conversation. One, being undocumented is not a crime. It's at worst a civil violation, and I wish the mainstream media would get off this. Second, I'd like to see, I've heard of veterans who have served this country being deported, and I'd like to see them included as well. But in terms of environmental damage, that fence creates environmental damage because you inhibit migration flows. And I've actually been supported with my co-pastors as part of the board delegation at our church, and it's a big, ugly fence. I'm sure it costs a lot of money that we could spend better doing other things. But a big part of this piece, and I'd like you to talk to your colleagues about, is we need to get rid of NAFTA and CAFTA and all those trade agreements that drive people from their home country where they can't make a living there. There's some other cans of worms going with that too. But having trade agreements that help average people and getting rid of ones like NAFTA that don't, I mean, we need to work on as part of it.
Well, Jerry, let me stay off that topic for the moment, except I'm going to come at it a different way, which is that one of the reasons why we have to fix this immigration system that we have that's so broken is that if we don't fix it, what we're going to see is our businesses migrating south of the border. I've met people, that run tree nurseries, for example, in our state or in California as well, who say, well, if we can't predict the labor, we're going to have to move south, which means that the jobs are going to go with it. That doesn't do anybody any good. It doesn't make any sense. On the veterans point, I totally agree with that. That needs to be a focus of legislation. You would be surprised, you might not be, but you might be surprised about the amount of casework my office does trying to reunite families of people that have served this country in Iraq and Afghanistan and who are divided because of the broken immigration system that we have. It's why one of the animating principles of the bipartisan agreement that we have speaks to family as part of what we need to be doing. And then there's another point that you raised. The undocumented status. Part of this agreement is that people that are here that are undocumented would pay a fine, and say that they are undocumented, pay a fine for staying here and pay their back taxes. That would be part of what they would need to begin to get on the pathway to citizenship. In addition, learning English is another part of that.